Welcome back, everybody, to the Detroit Lions franchise here on Madden 20. As today, our Lions set out to make history, or try to put something new in the history books, if you will. Our Lions, of course, clinched a first-round bye in the playoffs, and now here in round 2, the NFC divisional round, we are going to be facing off against the 12-4 New Orleans Saints. This is the first time in 28 years that the Lions have won a division. This is the first time in, I believe, 28 years that the Lions have hosted a playoff game as well, if I'm not mistaken. And can this be the first time in 30 years that the Lions win a playoff game? If you're not familiar with Detroit's history, they have won only one playoff game since 1957. That was back during the 1991 season on January 5th, 1992, against the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions have not had a lot of recent success in the playoffs. As I said, they have not won the division in almost 30 years. They made the playoffs 3 times in the 2010s, losing each time in the wild card round to the Saints, Cowboys, and Seahawks, respectively. But now they actually get themselves a home game against the Saints. These two teams played back in Week 1, in which the Saints won 35-20. That was on Monday Night Football. And that was the only game that Stafford started and finished. Of course, Week 2, Stafford was benched for Tez Lawson. The rest was history. So the Lions are going to try to break the curse and defeat the Saints. I'm sure Detroit does not want to start their season and end their season with a loss to New Orleans. Looking at the rest of the playoffs, we got Titans at Ravens, Bears at Panthers, Browns at Colts, and of course, this game, Saints at Lions. Let's get this one started, baby. Playoff football in Detroit. I cannot believe those words are coming out of my mouth right now. Welcome, everybody, to the NFC divisional round. It's the 12-4 New Orleans Saints coming off a wild card round victory over the Los Angeles Rams. Head out to Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions, who also finished 12-4. The Lions have never hosted a playoff game at Ford Field, and the only time that a playoff game has ever been hosted here was back in the 2000s, Super Bowl 40 or 41, between the Steelers and the Seahawks. I forget which number, in which Pittsburgh ended up winning. So it's kind of sad when your stadium's been around for a while and you still have not gotten the opportunity to play a playoff game in that stadium. Well, the Lions get to change that narrative today. Their first home playoff game since the 1993 season, back when a young Barry Sanders was at running back. This Lions team has seen a lot of change these past couple of years, adding Tez Lawson at quarterback, acquiring guys like Juju Smith-Schuster, Chidobe Awuzie, who have made big impacts to this team. And I'm sure the Lions are hoping to not only make history by appearing in the playoff game for the first time in who knows how long, but actually winning it. Only one playoff win in the past 60 years has to hurt, and I'm sure the Lions are hoping to break that narrative today. Detroit will start out on offense. Thomas Morstead has this ball teed off, and we are underway. Jamal Agnew will receive it at about the 3-yard line, and Agnew is going to be brought down at the 26. So here comes out Calvin Johnson's crew. This is Johnson's 3rd year as the head coach, 1st year in the postseason after starting 7-9 and 9-7 his first 2 years. Of course, he's led by the rookie Tez Lawson, who's been a mixed bag, but the Lions are 12-2 when he starts, which is quite impressive. 2nd and 3, his first postseason pass is caught by Juju Smith-Schuster for the first round. Juju's one of the few players on this team with playoff experience, as he did get to play in the playoffs as a rookie against the Jacksonville Jaguars, which they lost. That was the AFC divisional round back in the 2017 season. As there's a nice run from Kerryon Johnson, bringing it to the 33. Lions looking good early. 2nd and 1. Lawson looking. He has Kenny Golladay, who will find the end zone for a Lions touchdown. And Kenny Golladay and Detroit will start this game off 7-0. Gappy Golladay, as Kaz once said. 2nd and 10. There's Jacoby Brissett at the helm leading the Saints. He's going to find Tre'Quan Smith, 4th-year receiver out of UCF, for the first down. Now 3rd down and 9 from about the 41-yard line. Here's Jacoby Brissett looking to throw it, and he's going to connect with Tre'Quan Smith once again. Bad coverage from Chidobe Awuzie. That'll be a New Orleans first down, bringing it to the 23-yard line. Next play, fake handoff for Kamara, as that'll be a sack. Geno Atkins and Trey Flowers both get to the QB, as Brissett loses 7. Now a 2nd and 17, handoff for AK-41. Alvin Kamara, who loses 3. Shaquem Griffin with the tackle for loss. Griffin had 3 sacks in the first time these two teams faced off back in week 1. As on 3rd and 21, Geno Atkins with this sack. 1.5 here on this drive for Atkins. As here's Stephen Hauschka from 55 yards out to give New Orleans a closer game. The kick is going to be no good. It doinks off the bottom of the crossbar, and this game will remain 7-0. Ford Field really is the place where away kickers go to die. 3rd and 5, Lawson trying to get it to Galladay. He only gains 4, bringing up an interesting 4th and 1. And the Lions are going to fake the punt. More fake than my ex-girlfriend. Nick Bawden connects with Amani Oruwariye, and the cornerback will get a first down. Nice pass from the fullback, Bawden, as the fake punt is successful. 2nd and 4, Lawson under pressure. He's going to be sacked by Cameron Jordan. Expect Jordan to have a big day. Now 4th and 11. Here's Matt Money Prater for the field goal. It is good. Lions up 10-0. Detroit is looking good early, but remember back in week 1 after the first quarter, the Lions were up 10-0. Saints outscored them 35-10 the rest of the way. 3rd and 6. Here's Austin Seferian-Jenkins with a first down. Bad display of tackling by the Lions. Now a 3rd and 8. From the 18, screen pass for Kamara, and he will be stopped. Ezekiel Ansah is there along with another defender, and Kamara is injured. Alvin Kamara got injured the first time these two teams played back in week 1, and he gets hurt again. The Saints' primary backup is Leonard Fournette, as the field goal from Hauschka is good, and the Saints will make it a 7-point affair, trying to keep this one a little bit closer. 2nd and 4, Saints get the ball back after a failed Lions drive as Austin Seferian-Jenkins with the first down. However, ASJ is still in the field. He is hurt. Saints now down 2 important offensive weapons. First down, here's Brissett finding Michael Thomas. He's been quiet today as Thomas brings it to the 17-yard line for a New Orleans first down. As Michael Thomas, one of the best receivers in the NFL, he has been locked down so far in this game, but he does make a nice play there. 3rd and 3, short pass to the tight end. No yards as Jared Davis is right there with the tackle. So now the Saints are going to have to get another Stephen Hauschka field goal. His kick is good. Saints cut the lead down to 4. So just like that, it is now going to be Lions ball. 2nd down and 8 for Tez and the crew. As Galladay is in motion, Tez Lawson under pressure from Cam Jordan. His 2nd sack of the day. The young right tackle, Akeem Downing, has looked lost so far in this one. Downing usually plays pretty well, but when he has to face premier defenders like Cam Jordan, like Khalil Mack, it can be a struggle. As on first down, Brissett is picked off by Awuzie. However, he was out of bounds when he caught it, so the Saints get to keep the drive going. 3rd and 2, Fournette with the first down. Darius Slay tackles him, but unfortunately for the Lions, Darius Slay is down, and his afternoon will likely be over, and that could be a season-ending injury. If the Lions were to move on in the playoffs, they might be without their top corner, Darius Slay. 2nd and 1, Brissett's pass is nearly picked off. Awuzie with another close INT, so the Saints are going to have to trot the field goal unit on again, as Stephen Hauschka with the hat trick. He is now 3 for 4, and the Saints cut the lead down to 1. 9-10 at this point. Lions do have 19 seconds. Maybe they can do a little something. Handoff for Kerryon Johnson. Johnson jukes out a defender for a gain of about 17. Lions going to call the timeout, trying to keep the drive going. From the 42, Tez Lawson looking to throw it. Lawson under pressure, and he is sacked by Cam Jordan. His 3rd of the first half, and that is how this half will end. Lions up 9-10. It's been a good game up to this point. After a really hot start from the Lions, the Saints have clawed back into it and are only down by 1. New Orleans was definitely the better team in the second quarter, but the Lions are still winning. New Orleans starts the second half on offense. So at this point, this is really anyone's game. Either team could win this one. Both of these teams either fail in the silliest ways in the postseason or, in the Lions' case, before the postseason. As on 3rd and 1, Jelani Tavai stops Fournette of getting the first down. Lions now have it with a 3rd and 1 as Lawson trying to get it to his tight end TJ Hawkinson, who had it for a moment, but the pass was broken up by Von Bill. So the Saints would get it back. Brissett on 1st down, he's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie is able to hold on to it this time, and the Lions force a big turnover. Chidobe Awuzie led the NFL with 7 INTs en route to winning the best defensive back in the NFC award. And then 1st down from the 17, Tez Lawson gonna run it in himself for a Detroit Lions touchdown. And Tez Lawson will give Detroit an 8-point lead. The Lions have the momentum right back. 1st down now from the 39, screen pass from Brissett over to Leonard Fournette. He's immediately stopped for a loss of 2. Tracy Walker with the tackle. 2nd and 12. Brissett looking to throw it. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked by Trey Flowers. Geno Atkins almost there as well. Now a 3rd and 21. Here's Brissett, hoping he gets lucky, and he sure does. Michael Thomas with the 1st down. Sheridan Budka tried to go for the ball rather than trying to stop the completion, and it does not work as Michael Thomas will gain 31. Now at the 30, Saints still driving. Brissett fakes the handoff to Fournette. He's going to look to get it over to Lil Jordan Humphrey. 30-yard score for New Orleans as the former Texas Longhorn Lil Jordan Humphrey with the score. New Orleans now going to go for 2 and try to tie this game up. Can they punch it in? Brissett will look to throw it. He's under pressure, and he gets sacked. Deshaun Hand with the play, and the Lions will keep the lead. 17-15 is the score as Lawson on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw it. Trying to air it out for Smith-Schuster, who makes the grab and is brought down at the 50 by Marcus Williams. Questionable no call. I thought there might have been a face mask there on Williams, but the refs actually are going to help the Saints in the postseason. That just shows how much that the Zebras hate Detroit. 2nd and 5, Marcus Davenport, the former UTSA Roadrunner, with the sack, and the Saints would get it back. First play of the 4th quarter on 1st down. Brissett going to look to throw it. He's under pressure, and he's sacked by the slot cornerback, Justin Coleman. Huge sack for Detroit. Now 3rd and 20. The Saints converted a 3rd and 21 earlier. This time, they will once again get it. The exact same play as that 3rd and 21. The out route for Michael Thomas. Once again, bad coverage from the rookie Budka. Saints will continue to drive. Here's Brissett. Back to Lil Jordan Humphrey. That's the same play that they scored with, as Humphrey does not score this time, but he does get the first, bringing it to the 23. Now a 3rd and 3. Short pass for Traquan Smith. That'll be a 1st down as he brings it to the 2. Saints trying to punch it in, maybe take their first lead of the day. That won't help as Leonard Fournette loses about 3. Jelani Tavai with the tackle. Now a 2nd and goal from the 5. Brissett will look to throw it this time. Scrambling, short pass is caught by the fullback Zach Line, who runs out of bounds for a loss of 3. So now 4th and goal from the 6. New Orleans trying to take their first lead of the day. The field goal from Steven Hauschka is good. He is now 4 for 5. And for the first time today, the New Orleans Saints are winning. 17-18 your score. Here's Tez Lawson on 1st down. Extremely risky pass, and it will be caught by Juju Smith-Schuster. Now from the 35, handoff for Kerryon Johnson. Lions are going to have to keep calm and carry on, as the great RNP once said. Johnson loses 3. Now a 3rd and 9. Here's Tez Lawson, going to scramble with it. Hopes he gets lucky. Finds an open man. That will be John Ross for the 1st down. And now from the 8, 3rd and 3, 2-minute warning. Lawson under pressure, and he is sacked for a 4th time today by Cameron Jordan. So no touchdown for the Lions. They're going to be forced to kick the field goal. Matt Prater with 1.5 minutes left for the lead, and it's right down Main Street. Matt Prater does not miss in the 4th quarter. Lions up by 2. Can the defense get a stop and move the Lions on to the NFC Championship, or will it be the New Orleans Saints trying to continue their Cinderella run? First down, here's Jacoby Brissett. Risky pass, and it's deflected. Jarrad Davis could have made a play on that ball, as you got to watch out for the potential field goal. Stephen Hauschka's made his past 4 kicks. His target is right around the 34-yard line. Second down, nice pass over to Lil Jordan Humphrey, who brings it to the 43. Clock is still running, 30 seconds left. Short pass is caught by the tight end. Saints are now in field goal range. This is danger territory for the Lions. New Orleans with 2 timeouts. First down, bad coverage from Jarrad Davis as Leonard Fournette gains 20, bringing it to the 12. 13 seconds left. Saints down to their last timeout. They should probably just kick the field goal now, as it is a screenplay. Awuzie forces a loss of 3. New Orleans calls their last timeout, and then Detroit calls a timeout to ice the kicker. From about 38 yards out, Stephen Hauschka to make the NFC Championship, and it's good. Stephen Hauschka has given the Saints a 1-point lead with just 6 seconds left, and now the season comes down to Jamal Agnew trying to make a miracle, and he does not. Tackled at the 26-yard line as the clock hits triple zeros, and the New Orleans Saints are moving on to the NFC Championship, and the Detroit Lions will keep their playoff losing streak going. Despite a first-round bye, despite hosting a playoff game for the first time in nearly 3 decades, the Lions are unable to pull it off. It was a good game, but the Saints were just better. They were just clutch at the end, and New Orleans will move on. So that'll bring us to the offseason. I plan on streaming the offseason this weekend, probably Friday or Saturday. I don't really know yet. Whatever you guys want. I am kind of busy this weekend, so we'll have to see how I can try to be flexible. But that'll end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Definitely not the ending we wanted, but we have to hold our heads high. This was a great season, and this team has a great future.